Today I am here to express my views to the people of India that to what an extent the corona is affecting the people and what support the people had got from the governments, both central and the state. Corona has been there for a long now. Our young leader, Rahul Gandhi ji, has advised the government long before the onset of corona. If I remember it correctly, it was on February 12, 2020, Rahul Gandhi ji mentioned that the country would go into much deeper crisis if adequate steps are not taken in time to contain the viral corona-19. The government was careless, reckless. It did not take the advice of Rahul ji seriously. While he has advised to take care of the situation, the Honorable Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi, spent the best of his times with President Trump in Gujarat and with the Chinese leader in the very same Tamil Nadu, Mahabalipuram. This is the seriousness with which Mr. Modi and his government addressed the warning given to the government regarding corona. Well, it had come now. Nobody could contain it. It had spread all across the world. It is a pandemic declared by the World Health Organization. Under this situation, people are suffering. The government should come to their rescue in two fronts. One, to contain corona and to provide medical aids, and to take care of the people regarding their basic necessities. Today, across the country, crores and crores of people are starving. People below poverty line have no food. Rickshawalas, small shopkeepers, dhobis, people who are engaged in haircutting, cycle rickshaw, and these kind of small activities, micro industries, they are all suffering to a larger extent. Therefore, Rahul Gandhi ji has mentioned, and Mr. Chidambaram also has mentioned, given a calculation of how much money is needed to provide just 10,000 rupees in the accounts of the suffering people. I pray to the Prime Minister, sir, it is not your money. It is the taxpayers' money. You are only the custodian of it and to use how it is to be used to the people. Therefore, I request you, please do not waste time as you have already wasted. Please release immediately rupees 10,000 to every bank account of the people who are outside the tax-paying limit. The people needed this assistance. We, the politicians, NGOs, and those people who have the tendency to help people, on our own, we go out, try to collect as much material as possible from the people, and we are distributing it. But before the might of the government, it is only a drop in the ocean. Please come forward. Don't be hesitant. I found a common quality in yourself. You always take it easy, the suffering of the people. I would say it, I can substantiate it. In demonetization, you have announced and gone out of the country. Here, corona was setting in, you are spending time with the presidents and the leader of China. And this is the attitude, you don't bother about the sufferings of the people. And on a day where we have to provide food to the people, provide some money to the people, you ask them to light a candle and people have celebrated bursting crackers. Very sad. We request you, sir, please release 10,000 rupees to the people's account, poor people account, I really request you with folded hands, please do this for the people as requested by our leader Rahul Gandhi ji. Now, the MSME is one of the sector. We are talking about the future. We have to build our economy. MSME is the main sector that holds the economy of the country. There are about the percentage of the contribution of MSME is 29.7% of the GDP. And in the export, it is nearly 50%, 48.5%, I would call it 50% exports is from the MSME. Please, they don't need anything great. They don't need an industry. They don't want buildings. They don't want plant and machinery. Simple working capital they need to restart their business. I am little bit exposed to the small scale industries requirement. Please provide them 1.5 times of the regular working capital they have been drawing from the banks. Why I ask for 1.5% is another 0.5%, 1.5 times I am asking because it is the restarting procedure. Machines have to be overhauled. Electrical connection should be rechecked. Various maintenance problems to be taken care of. Various marketing sites should be taken care of. Therefore, to cover up these things, to start the industry in the first cycle of their operation, they need minimum 1.5% of the working capital. Please provide it on interest free. They are not in a position to pay the interest. If we charge interest on them, we are further burdening them. Therefore, please provide 1.5 times of the working capital requirements on interest free basis. Sir, regarding the people who have gone outside their state to work, the migrated employees, they all got standard. It is because of your decision. Please don't run away. You should apologize for it. Like you have announced, demonetization ran away from the country. Today, in demonetization, you have every reason to maintain secrecy and you have announced it suddenly, it's okay. Though you have not prepared with your banks, with the new currencies, that is a big blunder you have committed. Whereas in coming to this, standard workers, you should have given at least 24 to 48 hours to make them settle for the next 15 days where they have to be locked up. Forget about their travel. You did not do that because you see happiness in seeing the people suffering. That is your attitude. Sad we are having you as our Prime Minister. Therefore, I request for all the migrant employees, the central government should come forward and simply bear the cost of their reaching home back. Please help them. Enough of the people have been killed on the way because they don't trust you, they don't believe you that you would transport them. They all started walking, half of them died on the way. Please come forward. Let us not become a sadist on this particular thing. Therefore, sir, the next thing is the Mahatma Manrega. The Manrega is one golden scheme available with us to help the people readily getting some work from them. Please expand this scheme. Presently, it is given for 150 days or so. Please make this to 200 days because all these stranded workers are gradually getting back to their place. Mr. Adityanath, the Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh, your selection, who wanted to beat Dalit only after they have shampoo bath, put in another wonderful condition that if UPI has to go out for work, whomsoever be the employer has to take permission from the Uttar Pradesh government. I don't think it will work. I don't think any worker will wait for Mr. Adityanath to give permission when they wanted to earn money for their living. What I request is this, please expand Manrega scheme for 200 days so that people who have reached remain back home, migrants remain jobless, provide them job. As regards Tamil Nadu is concerned, almost the central government has grabbed all the powers in its hand and keeping it, and it did not function. That is the wonderful thing happening in this government. And electricity is a state subject. States has got the right to generate their electricity. They got the right to distribute the electricity, and they have a commission to fix the tariff for it. Yet you overrule all these things like bolt from blue. You have issued a statement that state governments should not give free electricity for agriculture. A new love has come for you towards agriculturist for you. That is why you wanted to target them now. I don't know what is the reason behind it. Please note, Honorable Prime Minister, from the time, for the last 25-30 years, Mr. Karunanidhi has started free electricity scheme in Tamil Nadu, and it had become a compulsory on any chief minister who comes to power to continue that scheme. You lack understanding in many things. Unfortunately, you think that you know everything. I am sorry for it. You don't understand this free electricity scheme. I am explaining. You are providing road to industrialists. You are providing electricity, lights on the roads, and you are providing other infrastructure facilities, and they are not directly charged on the people. Here in this case, in agriculturist, the electricity also is one of the infrastructure that is needed. There are lakhs and lakhs of acres of land cultivated with river water. They get certain amount of price for their product, and the people who are cultivating with paid electricity had to sell their product. They will also get same price for their product. They will not get anything extra just because it is cultivated with water from electric pump. Therefore, to bring an equilibrium, to bring the scale level for all the agricultural produce to be sold at the same price, the electricity cannot be taken away from the subsidized rate or a free electricity. In Tamil Nadu, it is being done. Please don't interfere in the administrations which are doing good to the people. This is one of my important requests. On 27th of May, about in 6 lakh places, 6,000 places, Tamil Nadu people, Tamil Nadu Congress Committee workers agitated against the Prime Minister thinking to stop free electricity to the agriculturist. Free electricity is a must for survival for agriculture. Thank you.